Got another one here talking about mass layoffs coming in and coming in hot.
So, quick update, I'm actually unemployed now. I was laid off this past week from this company that I've been with for almost 10 years with absolutely zero warning.
I was laid off from a company I worked for after 6.5 years. It was terrible.
So, my advice to everybody on here is to take that PTO. And if anybody's hiring, please let me know.
If you've just lost your job or are about to lose your job, I hope this video finds you. I lost my job in January. It's the scariest thing I've ever gone through. But I'm here to say, if you've just lost your job, try the thing you want to try. Don't go apply for another job. Try the thing you want to try. Try the thing that you...
For a little bit. Maybe just like, a couple weeks. But then you should probably find another job. The fuck?
You've always wanted to do but couldn't because you had a full-time job. You already lost your job. Try the thing. It's probably going to work. And if it doesn't work, you're in the same position that you're in right now. When I lost my job, I started doing UGC.
You can start your YouTube channel for free. I know you got a phone. So start that. That's a good place to start.
User-generated content. I'm not saying you have to go do that. Anybody can do it. Anybody can make money from their phone. But I'm just saying, do the thing that you've wanted to do that's going to allow you to live the life that you want to live. For me, it was doing UGC, making content on my phone, and getting paid for it. And it's changed the trajectory of my family's life. So do the thing. If you've just lost your job, do the
Oh, is he selling me something?
thing that you've always wanted to do. Try it.
6,000 people got laid off. It's pretty sad. As you guys know, or probably heard, Microsoft let go around 3%, which is about 6,000 people this past week. I'm glad to say
6,000 people. Isn't that funny? That's 3%. It's nothing for these guys, man.
I'm happy to say, fortunate to say that I still have my job as a PM. But it's really, it's one of those things where you see where you get on LinkedIn, you see people who've been with the company 25, 30 years, got their slips to go. You want to stay optimistic that hopefully they'll land another position in the company before that cutoff time. But I always tell people, no matter what job, no matter what field you work in, it's always good to have a side hustle. It's always good to have a side gig.
Get on that DoorDash, and there's a wait list nowadays. If you're not already on there, if you don't have an account set up, you're probably going to have to be on a wait list to fucking do DoorDash. A wait list to do DoorDash. And Jerome Powell said the economy's basically fine.
And that's really important because just like any other industry, you can lose your job today or tomorrow. It's not secure. It's not personal. Unfortunately, just like any other place, you're a number. So when that time comes and your number gets called,
sometimes it do be personal, though.
That's just how it works. But we're sending positive vibes and positive affirmations to those who are back in the job market looking. I know the job market is extremely difficult right now, just from hearing from friends and family who's trying to break into tech or trying to maintain or trying to look for something new. I don't think looking for something new is really smart right now. I think you should stay where you are. People ask me all the time, like, oh, I'm looking to...
Always be looking for something new. Even when you're sitting there at your current job right now, always be looking for something new. Always be putting in your resume. Treat that like a side gig itself. Fucking everything's a side gig.
I just don't think that's smart. I think you should stay where you are, stay planted, keep your feet planted, build a skill set, get your skills, get your certifications.
Yeah, that's smart. Stay at your job right now, get some certifications while you're there, send resumes, always be looking. Always. Because they're going to be always be looking for ways to cut your ass anyway, for real.
Especially if you work at Microsoft, I feel like getting certifications where they're free now, you can take them as many times as you like. That's really important to utilize those resources and just to build.
I'll look into that.
Even though I'm a program manager, I don't have a PMP, but that is something I'm getting this summer because I do know that if my slip was to get called, even though I have the experience in the job title, I think I will be going up against people who have that PMP certifications, and so I would need to be as competitive as possible.
Because you're going to have to go up against the whole world. You have to fight against the whole world these days. People on the other side of the globe are applying for that job.
Right I work on a small team. It's only like 6 or 7. I think it's like 6 of us and a manager. My manager's pretty cool. I love her. Genuinely, she looks out, and she's always looked out for me. But like I said, it's a surprise. You don't know when the number's going to be called. So that's all those people who are trying to make it work, trying to get in the game, and stay firmly in the game because it is difficult. Especially working at a company where everyone is great. You look to your left, you look to your right. Nobody got here by chance. Everybody got here because they did the work, and they're smart and intelligent people. And
some people, though, probably just knew somebody.
Something that my mentor, Miss Carol, told me, she always told me, look, you're going to be good with or without Microsoft. And that's true. You'll be great with or without Microsoft. So that's my message to those who got let go. And if I can be of any resource, just let me know.
Okay, so I'm making this video because I was laid off yesterday, and it was a really shitty day. And I'm also sick, which I'm sure everyone can hear, and that also made it a really shitty day. So I'm making this video just so I can look back on it, remember how I was feeling, and also so
It's extremely hard to bounce back from a layoff. I'm actually still not making as much money as I was when I was laid off 5 years ago. I was making more money back then. So I still haven't even bounced back yet. It's 6 fucking gigs.
helpful to other people who are laid off. I feel like it's probably not talked about enough, although I feel like it is getting talked about more.
It's so hard to recover. It is the biggest kick in the
Especially
junk.
with how much I see other people are getting laid off in today's society. And I worked for the Workforce Board, and it's our job to help people find jobs, and I felt like that I'm good at
I'm sure that was fun.
finding jobs and doing resumes and helping people find jobs, and that was kind of my shtick, you know, the thing that I'm supposed to
Well,
be
it
good
should
at.
be
And
easy for you then.
this took me completely by surprise. I mean, not completely. I had
That sucks when your job is to find other people's jobs and then you lose that job. And now there aren't as many jobs. And now you're trying to get a job. I mean, if companies stop hiring, that is just a mess. There's no skill there, to be honest.
an idea kind of leading up to it that I was going to get laid off. Our funding has been really limited, but when you hear the news that you're going to be laid off, it is devastating. And then I think you feel, for me, I felt completely numb afterwards, and then terrified, and then you go into survival mode, or I did, and I was doing.
Yeah, it's miserable, and I'm still trying to get back to where I was. It still pisses me off to this day. I was laid off in 2020, late 2020.
Without using the company bathroom. That's just shitty.
So I just got laid off today.
Wait, what'd she
I
say?
think it was about
Clean out your desk and get in your car without using the company bathroom.
Get the fuck
that's
out.
shitty.
You can't even take
so
a
I
shit.
just got laid off today. I think it was about 3 hours ago. Sucks. I really enjoyed working for this company, and
You make it content. Now you're going to make everything content. Start
it
OnlyFans.
gave me a lot of flexibility, and it was great, especially because I have a 1-year-old son. But I'm gonna take this weekend to process and then get back into job hunting. Maybe take my making TikTok content more seriously. Yeah, so I'll probably be posting my journey. I reach out to recruiting companies, will update my resume, do all of that. But if any of you
Yikes.
have
I love how jobs will basically fire you or let you go and then still expect you to do work. Like, I was asked to create a document of everything that I do, basically teaching other people what my job was.
I agree. When I was laid off, they gave me 30 days. They were like, yo, in 30 days, you're not going to have a job. So, obviously, I didn't do anything for 30 days. Why would I? They're not. They should just pay you out, man. If you know you're getting let go, pay them out, get them out. They should have just got me out because that was a bitter 30 days. Dude, I was pissed.
They can do it and I can be let go. Like, no, I'm not doing work. I'm going to bill my time as if I was
Right.
doing the work, but no, I'm not going to do it. So
Yeah, 100%.
you screwed me over, so I'm going to screw you over. You want to take my job away
Yeah.
and have other people do it. So no, you're not getting.
This happened to me last April. If you're not ready for a big move, watch what you say.
So I was recently laid off. This was truly a blessing in disguise, y'all. It's so crazy because I took 2 years off from corporate, which I actually recently spoke about. I went back to corporate towards the end of last year and got laid off within less than a year. This was actually my first time being laid off. And so
Well, good for you, but a lot of that shit's hard. It's tough to recover from. I don't want happy stories. I'm here to get pissed. If I wanted to be happy, I would go outside or something. Fuck's going on?
I'm getting laid off. I did not mean to leave some of you guys hanging on that last video. I did get laid off. Like 10 minutes after I finished filming that video, I hopped on the call and was let go. And it felt just as icky as I thought it was going to. I spent the rest of my Friday not as calm, cool, and collected as I was in that video. I was very upset. I think I was not prepared fully for how, I don't know what other word to use besides icky it feels to get laid off. Discarded almost. To go from being trusted, high-performing employee literally the day before to, completely discarded, cold emails, cold call.
Yeah, it really takes away everything from you, right underneath you. Takes it all away in one fell swoop. And oftentimes, it's nothing that you did. It's just the company, incompetent management or whatever the hell it may be, ran the place into the dirt, and now they got to make cuts. It's not your fault. It's just a shitty feeling. I still feel it in my gut, and it's tough.
One comment I saw really connected with me, and it said to feel everything fully and keep connecting with people. And I didn't realize how much that video was going to connect with others and how connected you guys updated.
Yeah, get over it however you
next.
can there, sister.
I'm unemployed. I received my layoff notice 2 months ago. Today was my last day on the job. I'm officially unemployed. I've been applying for jobs for the past 2 months. I've had a couple of interviews, but no job lined up as of yet.
I've had a couple of interviews too. And now I'm a DoorDasher.
Excited, but also like, how am I gonna make money? So I guess I'm gonna start posting videos online now. And I'm gonna like try to do this
What kind
thing.
of videos,
And I'll document my unemployment journey.
Get on the DoorDash wait list, darling.
Why not? It's not like I have anything better to do. So I'm back
Deliver
on TikTok.
food.
Woohoo!
Very much looking like what I've been through, but I just need to vent. I am a RIFT federal employee, so I was laid off on April 1st. Public health analyst. I have a master in public health. This is what I've committed my life to, being a public servant. And it's gotten me laid off. Insane. I've applied to over 100 jobs. I've heard nothing back from any of them.
It's kind of throwing shade, saying that you're a public servant. You get a paycheck. You're not a public servant. You just have a job.
Other than rejections, not one interview. And people just keep saying, oh, keep looking up, keep pushing forward, keep showing up every day. To what? This government doesn't even believe that we deserve basic human rights. Public health is being dismantled every single day.
Okay. I do agree, though, that everybody you talk to about this, they're just like, oh, you just got to keep going and push through it and smile. It'll get better. Just have fun. Why are you so sad all the time? Come on, you'll get it eventually. You'll get there. Really, dude? I don't know. Because I'm kind of fucked, and I'm kind of delivering pizzas all the time, so.
I have a few months worth of savings to figure this out, and I decided that I'm going to take a risk. Instead of fully jumping into job applications, I'm giving myself 6 months to completely reset my life, because honestly, nothing in my world feels a lot.
Then you have a huge emergency fund built up, so good for you.
Right now, not my closet, not my home, definitely not my career. And losing 2 jobs back to back just left me drained and really questioning whether I was even capable to cover a full month and show up every day. It's going to be a busy summer, but I'm all in because I have to be. Starting tomorrow, I'll be breaking down exactly how I plan on doing it.
See you on DoorDash.
New York Presbyterian Hospital has announced its plans to lay off about 2% of its workforce, which equates to about 1,000 employees. Don't know yet exactly what the breakdown of those employees is going to be, but we do know that it includes nurse practitioners and nurses. They are allegedly laying off all of their nurse practitioners, except the ones that were hired before 2010, and have allegedly already laid off 50 RNs from the Columbia campus.
Isn't that nice? Let's get rid of our healthcare workers first. Not the fucking overpaid bullshit management running the show.
From what I'm told.
Get the nurses out.
But are they not still building a new cancer
Genius,
center
dude.
and like enlarging another hospital? But they're citing financial
Yeah, bro.
difficulties. Why? Why are they having financial difficulties? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Last week, Columbia University and New York Presbyterian Hospital announced that they have settled a massive class action lawsuit for $750 million involving 576 patients that have accused an OBGYN by the name of Dr. Robert Hayden of sexually assaulting them between 1987 and 2012.
So 1,000 nurses lose their job because this dude was... That's
But
tough.
wait, it gets worse. According to federal investigators, Columbia University knew about this for years and years and continued to allow the OBGYN to work for years as patients continued to come forward. Finally, in 2020, federal investigators began investigating, and they have alleged that Columbia University failed to inform the DA when more patients continued to come forward and that they withheld evidence. And to date, as far as anyone knows, no one with Columbia University and New York Presbyterian, none of the employees there have been terminated or resigned in the wake of this. He was.
Fuck no, dude. Eggs are like $7 a carton, bro. Ain't nobody resigning.
Finally sentenced in 2023 to 20 years in federal prison. Thank goodness.
Fuck.
But Columbia University, they have not had to admit any fault whatsoever. But they're now paying out $750 million in settlements.
God damn.
While they let
Give me
him
some of
continue
that.
to do harm.
Give me some of that.
To actively harm patients. And now, as the trickle-down effect nurses and nurse practitioners and other healthcare professionals are being laid off.
That's fucking nuts.
If that doesn't piss you off.
It pisses me off. I'm
the
pissed.
Epitome of corruption. And this is not an isolated incident. Stuff like this happens all the time.
That shit is pissing me off. This is just one that we know about, too. Imagine how much shit.
Always cover it up, especially
sure,
when it's a doctor.
Of course.
Well, I think this recent headline in Bloomberg, the AI hiring pause is officially here, says it all about the current state of corporate America. We knew this time was coming. All the layoffs up until this point were purely financially motivated, right? Whether even they had a poor quarter or a good quarter and they just wanted to improve the bottom line.
Now
I think we're
AI
going to start
layoffs.
seeing the first of the AI movement, even if it's not perfect, right? I think that you see some of the stories coming out of Microsoft that they used AI to
I think we're kind of seeing that right now.
basically decide who was getting let go this time, and it purely was algorithmic, right? Their good performance reviews didn't matter. It was money and layers and who knows what they built into that. But the big
Honestly, I don't know if I would rather have that system. The way I got laid off was with just pure seniority, which was really fucking dumb. I'd rather have this algorithm, roll the dice for me, rather than have some dude who was hired 6 weeks before me keep this nice high-paying job while I get told to get fucked.
bigger story is other companies are going to follow
Give me
suit.
the algorithm.
They always wait for one to lead the
Death by algorithm.
cause, and now Microsoft has started this trend, and it's unfortunately not a good trend for anybody involved, but especially Gen Xers. So just a friendly reminder, if you're comfortable in corporate, don't get too comfortable because, like I've told you before, you have an expiration date. It just may be coming a little bit quicker. And I think the other downside of this is you're going to see hiring slow down dramatically, which I think it already has. So if you're
Pretty much. Yeah. Layoffs are here. They're here and they're hot. So keep your job. Keep your gig job. Get on the wait list now. Because when the layoffs come, the wait lists are going to be fucked. I don't know what to do, dude. Good luck.